Y'all run into the night. Samantha, you're holding this glaive that you took from Oberon. In the other hand, because Bulk for you is a one-handed weapon, you are just sprinting with it. Y'all move into the night. Oh, you grabbed your tower shield from the tent, didn't you? Samantha?
I'm trying to think of what I would and wouldn't have grabbed, and what I probably...
Y'all had time to just grab your stuff. So, like, you said you put the thing on your back and you have a backpack, your railgun on your back, and you have a backpack, that's fine. You would have had room to keep the tower shield in the other hand. However, it would be very awkward for you to be running with a tower shield and holding Oberon's glaive.
It's not even worth carrying, honestly, if she knew we were running. So, just the bulk and size of it, and their standard issue, so...
Okay, so you dropped the tower shield.
Yeah, she can go to any...
Yeah. So yeah, you're holding the glaive in one hand, you're holding bulk in the other hand, and you're running. What's Samantha thinking as she's running from all this?
She's just excited. She's just running. She's enjoying it.
Sweet. We switch over to Liza. Liza, you've just gotten like a couple of close calls in the last fight. Like, these mortals sting. Like, if they were bugs, they were pretty dangerous bugs, and they bit hard. And without a couple of close calls from your friends, from your little quote-unquote... Here, let me turn my camera on.
What's the terrain where...
You guys are running through the desert. Like,
so it is desert now.
Yeah, it is, you know, you guys exited the oasis, and you're running through...
Back of her mind.
Okay.
What is that noise you're making?
What noise?
That laugh.
I don't know what's happening. What's going on?
Yes, that noise.
That's a talk laugh. Like, what show did the talk laugh?
The word
Sato?
is wheezing.
Yeah.
Sato, what movie was it that did the talk laugh? It's Abbott and Costello, right?
Africa Screams. I mean, Abbott does, or whatever his name is, does it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's Lou Costello.
Okay. Anyways, you guys are... okay, so both of you, if you're looking for her, Sato, what's your passive survival? And Samantha, give me a roll.
Survival?
Yeah, so, 10 plus your survival.
I mean, my passive was higher than my roll, but...
Okay, what's your passive? Because that is your floor. 14.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
I don't have a positive much in anything.
What is survival? Is that intelligence?
It's wisdom.
Wisdom.
So that'd be 12.
12. Okay. On a 14 and a 12, Libby, give me a stealth check. Give me a stealth check, please.
Okay.
I mean, you're running, trying not to be spotted, right? What?
13?
Okay, cool. Yeah, you are running and hiding. Samantha, you can't see anything. Like, you don't have dark vision. You do have dark vision because of Oberon's thing, right? And how far is it? Is it 30 feet?
I thought you said it was 60 feet.
60 feet, okay. Yeah, you do have... Yeah, so you have dark vision up to 60 feet. Libby is much faster than you, though. But you can see her trail in the dark.
With my echo, I can move a max sprinting of 75 feet.
Okay. Sato moves 60 feet in, like...
It's
actually...
140?
What, Libby?
If I sprint, it's 140 feet.
Actually, wait, no, it's slightly.
Where do you
less than
get?
that.
How do you get 140?
Unless I'm mathing wrong, but I moved 70 feet.
How do you move 70 feet? Because your
Base-
base movement is
Base move
60.
speed. No,
Because-
her base movement is 70
Why is it 70?
because it's 35 doubled.
Why is it 30? Oh, is the half orc 35?
No, it's 35, and then because I was a half vampire, it was doubled.
So half orcs get a base move speed of 35?
I suppose we can double check.
I thought there was something that added 5 feet of movement to her.
Hold up. It's possible that it's some barbarian thing, but
Would you? Okay,
Unarmored
that.
movement increases your.
That's a monk thing, isn't it? Garrett,
um,
hold up.
fast movement starting at 5th level, your speed increases by 10 feet while you aren't wearing heavy armor.
Gotcha.
Oh,
So,
right. It was 10 feet
I-
because it's not doubled. It's 60
Yeah.
doubled plus 10 and then sprint.
Right. Yes. So yeah,
Or-
70 feet.
So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, so you move 70 feet, 140. Yeah, so you move 140 feet when you sprint. He only moves 70 feet when he sprints. However, you're trying to make it to the river, and
I am following the scorpion. So if it moves slower, then I'm not going faster than the scorpion.
the scorpion does move slower. It only has a burrow speed of 30. So it's only moving 60 feet around. So Samantha and Libby and Liza are definitely going to be able to catch up to you.
I actually don't have quite a sprint speed using the Echo of 75, but it's slightly more than 60.
Gotcha. That's fine. That's fine. You will be able to catch up to her. Y'all are running, and after a while, you're able to see Libby in the distance, and you're able to close it up on her just as soon as y'all cross the river. You guys cross the river, and it gets, it's way dark now. You guys can hear stuff way behind you. They're gonna send people out. Now that you're here at the river, and you see Libby, y'all met up. What do y'all say to each other as you show up in a group?
Liza will simply look at Libby and just kind of nod in acknowledgement that she is there. Not surprised. If there is any surprise, it's probably that she's moving so slow.
As soon as the other people show up, the scorpion tail goes under the ground and vanishes. Yeah, it goes. The tail looks back and forth between y'all and drops down underground. Libby, you have anything to say as Samantha shows up?
As Samantha walks up, she probably hands the staff off to Libby and says, "You know how to use that."
Katie? Katie? Katie?
Just a second, her mic.
What about her mic?
It's not working.
Is she at your house?
No.
Oh, okay. Try disconnecting and reconnecting.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. There she is.
Okay. I had said that I took it from Samantha, and I look at it, and I look back at Samantha, and I'm just like, what happened?
He made a deal. And no, she doesn't say that. She looks at the staff and she goes, "Parting gift."
You little... You absolute piece of trash.
Hey. She likes Oberon.
Question that.
I mean, if there was a slight chance she may have thought about flipping it for him while they were running away. But she wasn't going to get caught again, so...
Anyway. I guess she just looks at it and nods in acknowledgement and sticks it like on her back or something, and then she holds out the rings to Samantha and she's like, "I don't need these."
I probably...
Liza, do you have any ability to detect magic at all?
Is that a spell? Or like an innate ability? Because I have nothing.
Anything.
I have nothing written down.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I have a Tinker's kit, but that requires a roll.
Well, I guess anyone who wants to give me an Arcana check can look at these items.
I mean, I can give you one, but I'm probably also going to put a couple of them on. 13.
13. Libby?
15.
15. Sato?
That's wisdom, correct? Or intelligence?
No, it's intelligence. Intelligence.
It's dumb.
Are there any green ones?
Yeah, there's a green one.
I put the green one on, and to Oberon, I'm kind of just like, it matches us.
Sato, what did you say you rolled?
13.
13, cool. Yeah. Garrett, you said you rolled a 15?
No, a 13.
Libby, you said you rolled a 15.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Libby knows that there is some amount of magic from all of them, and that's all she knows. You put on this ring, Garrett, that's got like this rough cut green gem. It's pretty big. You set it on your finger. It's got a simple it's got a simple silver band, like almost like tarnished silver look to it.
Mm-hmm.
With this large inset green gem, like rough cut, like barely even cut at all, set onto the... It looks like they just took off the parts that weren't pure crystal, that they just chopped off the stone and whatnot. Anything that was
the aesthetic.
Yeah.
What do they all look like, actually? Because I feel like if one fits her, she might keep it.
She had 8. The princess had 8 rings. One of them was, of course, that one. And you can, I don't know what you want to call it, but it was a green ring. Then there are 2 ruby rings. The 2 ruby rings, one of them has like a snake that's like biting the ruby, and then the band stretching around. It looks like a brass ring. The other ruby is a gold ring. And it's like there's just these 2 tiny rubies set onto like opposite sides of this gold band. Like it's a very simple gold band, and that's it. Those are the 2 ruby rings. Then you have there's this diamond ring that's just got, it's a very simple kind of like 100% 24 karat, very malleable gold. It's got that rough tapped look to it that a lot of high carat rings do. And then set into it is just that, right? It's just a normal, fancy cut diamond, like just the normal, flat, minor drop, big divot, that kind of thing. And that's set into it. Then there's a lapis ring, which again is just very rough cut. It's this very rough looking lapis lazuli ring that's just set onto another tarnished silver looking thing.
I'll probably take that one too.
Okay. And the 3 remaining ones are have no gems in them. They're just simple metal. One of them's just a simple metal band. You're not sure what kind of metal it's made out of. Another one is,
What color?
Like aluminum.
Black.
That's what I was going to say. There is an extremely heavy black ring.
How big is that one?
You might fight me for that one.
It's too big for your hands, Samantha. It would fit
Not even
on
my thumb?
I mean, you could try and put it on there, but this is like a much bigger ring than what you could normally wear.
Yeah, if Libby wants it, she can have it.
But yes, Libby, it was, and Samantha, it was on the princess's thumb. But it
I
fits
feel like
on
Samantha's
Libby's fingers.
Slightly larger than the princess.
These rings are definitely very uncomfortable to put on you. But you're able to manage it.
One.
Libby, the black ring, however, fits on you almost perfectly. Like, it's a little weirdly shaped because it's supposed to fit on someone's thumb, but it fits on you fine. Then there's just the regular gold band, and then there's one more band that is it's just kind of like a coppery color, like a bronze color. And on the inside is writing. Like, there's some very fancy writing on the inside of the ring.
Can I read it?
Do you read... Where is it? Do you read Celestial?
No.
No? Okay.
Do either of you read this and I hold it up?
Nope.
Sato?
I'm looking at my languages.
I think it would make sense for you to be able to speak all the magic languages,
Yeah.
I only can read and write Abyssal, so
I don't have any languages written down. So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's say,
Yep.
Sato, you can speak Ancient Draconic, you can speak Abyssal, you can speak Celestial, and you can speak Infernal. Those are the list of your languages, and obviously you can speak an older form of Common, which carries over to Modern Common.
Someone speak Old English.
Yeah. But you're quick enough on the uptick that you were able to learn the Modern language decently quickly. But yeah, so you can read it. It is an enchantment on the inside of that ring. It is an enchantment of Dispel Magic.
Liza kind of looks over it and goes, it contains a spell or an enchantment of dispelling magic.
Samantha's eyes kind of grow a little bit as she's just kind of like, cool. And she's like, is it a constant or activated rune?
Would I be able to tell from the language?
No, you're without a higher Arcana roll, and without some kind of way of parsing that out. You don't have a way of telling.
She was like, I guess she's like, what?
Liza's not really going to regard your remark and hand it to Libby. Hand it to Libby.
She was like, I'll figure that out later.
So you want it?
What color was that one?
Copper.
Copper. And how big was that one?
The copper ring? It's a little small for Libby. Like, you might be able to fit it onto your pinky, but it would be a little big for your pinky.
She'll take it. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so you have the green one, the lapis one, and the copper one. By the way, you did list 9, Germ.
I did list 9?
Yes.
There shouldn't be 9. I listed 5 plus 3.
You listed 4 of the regular bands, one of them being the one you don't know is metal, what metal it is. One was black, one was gold, and one was copper.
I'm sorry, yeah, the gold one isn't there.
Okay. I guess if that's all that Sam wants, I can keep the rest of them for now until the rest of the group meets up with us.
Okay, so Samantha took the green one and the blue one, the lapis and the emerald, and is that it?
If she can, she'll wear those on her right pointer and middle finger. Mm-hmm. Green one on the middle, blue one on the pointer.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at something. Does not. Well,
actually, I'm gonna keep the I'm gonna keep the snake one and the unknown metal in my pocket, and I'll put on the ruby, the diamond, and the black one.
Samantha does look at Liza and says, "Does the princess want any of the princess's rings?"
She kind of looks you over a little bit, or looks over at you and goes, I suppose, and looks down at them. But which ones have you both claimed at this point?
I took the 2 rough cut ones, and then the silver, the simple copper.
Let me list the ones that I have that I'm not attached to. We've got the brass one. We've got the brass one that has a snake biting a ruby. We've got a ruby, a gold band with a ruby on each opposing side. We've got a diamond ring with a gold tapped band. And we've got one that's an unknown metal that looks about aluminum in color.
Liza will reach for the snake wrapped around the ruby. Look at that one, and we'll also look at the gold one with the ruby.
Okay. You want to take both of those?
Yeah.
So then that leaves me with the diamond and the black one and the aluminum one, but I'll put the aluminum one in my pocket.
Okay. Okay, so Samantha, I'm realizing none of these require attunement, so by putting them on, you guys just know what they do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm looking through them, and every ring that I picked does not require attunement. Well, that's a bummer. That kind of ruins my whole plans of, like, surprising y'all. Okay, first of all, the diamond. Did anyone put the diamond on? No? Okay. Garrett,
did.
What?
I did.
You put the diamond on. Okay, it is a ring of free action. Let me send that to you real quick.
Ooh.
It's not what you're thinking, but there you go. That's what it does. There you can see what it does. Garrett, you have the green one is a ring of animal influence. You have 3 here, let me send it to you.
Bro.
And pretty cool, ain't it?
Okay, so are they all on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Okay, because I can just pull them up on the equipment and add them and see what they do.
And then I'm sorry, Garrett, that was the blue one.
That's the blue one?
Yes. The green one is a ring of evasion.
Aw.
Ring of evasion?
Yes. Sado, the ring with the little snake thing is a where is it? Is a the gold band with the red on it is a ring of resistance. When you put it on, roll a d10, please.
Is a 9.
9. You have you have resistance to radiant damage while you are wearing that ring.
Ooh, that's nice.
That is very nice. And the last ring, the not the last one, the snake one with the ruby in it is where is it? Can't find it. I have another ring, and I want to make sure I'm giving you the right one.
Ring of Evasion. That's weird.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
Ring of Evasion. You can attune to it, but it does not. Oh, actually, Ring of Evasion does require attunement.
Aha! I found it. I've been looking for these rings, and I can't see where they say they give required attunement, and I found it. I just found it. Animal Influence does not require attunement, but Evasion does require attunement. Those require attunement. Those require attunement. Okay, yes, they all do require attunement, except for the one I gave to Sato, of course. And Katie, yours does require attunement, so you don't actually know what it does yet. But y'all will get it soon enough on a long rest, you know. So you don't actually know what the snake does.
And what's the last one? The copper one?
The bronze one is the one with the writing on the inside of it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So is it just a ring of dispel magic?
You don't know what it does. You know that Sato said it has dispel magic on it, but you don't know how it works. And you put the copper ring on?
Yeah.
Sato, you're not sure what the snake ring does, but you put it on, and okay, I found it. Okay, Sato, I need you to roll a d20, a Constitution saving throw, please.
$19.
19. You are not cursed.
Well, that's good.
And the ring tightens around your finger. But you're not able to take it off. It just like shrinks to fit the size of your hand perfectly, so much so that you would not be able to take it off without like cutting your finger off. And it's not like Lord of the Rings where it just shrinks and grows. The snake actually like moves its tail closer around and like tightens around you.
Glad I didn't put that one on. That probably would have thrown me into a panic attack.
You're a soldier if you always fall into a panic attack.
I wasn't meant to be a soldier.
Did y'all say that in character?
No.
Okay.
It's not something Liza would know in character, so it's not something she could ask.
Yeah. So you guys put those on. Y'all grab the rings. Y'all slip them all on, and you turn and y'all keep walking northward, heading toward Labasa, or what do you do? What?
Did anything happen when I put on the black ring?
Oh, you put the black ring on? No, nothing happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do y'all do?
Liza will probably continue with their traveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I able to tell that the scorpion is going with us?
The scorpion disappeared. As soon as they showed up and you reached the river, it disappeared.
So is...
What?
So he's not coming?
I mean, it's gone.
Oh, scorpion. Okay, I guess I keep going.
Cool.
Head north towards the Lavasan border river.
Is that what y'all are gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, y'all start heading that way. Are any of you good with cardinal directions? Like, do y'all have keen mind or anything like that?
I don't have any feats, but I feel like growing up in a forest and stuff, she may have learned directions from. If she can wait till morning, she would definitely be able to keep track.
But y'all are going to keep moving through the night, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would. Yes.
Then, without the scorpion, y'all are able to pick up your pace significantly. There's no need for y'all to roll athletics checks or anything. Y'all are like the fastest people in the group. No one can keep up with y'all. Like y'all are even faster than horses, and Liza could carry Samantha, and it wouldn't be a problem. Or Libby could carry her. Either way, like y'all can just.
Libby can do it.
Either one, but yeah, y'all can just move absurdly fast.
Only if Samantha asks her to.
Oh well, y'all are definitely gonna slow down if you don't carry Samantha.
Yeah, well, we go from 140 to 70.
Yeah,
at max.
Which horses can run faster then?
I'm the kind of person though that's like I will slow down to keep up with you. So unless you ask me to carry you or Liza asks me to carry you, I'm not going to think of that.
Liza, do you say anything?
Liza is not going to ask a vampire to carry a human.
Yeah, but you are running at 70 miles per hour, and that's horses can catch up to you doing that.
70 feet.
Or yeah, 70 feet per round. Y'all are doing 70 instead of 60 or 140. It's still slower than you can go, Liza.
I guess Samantha will probably bring it up.
Okay. So you bring it up, and what do you say? Garrett?
I'm thinking how she would say it. She probably hesitant about it, but kind of like to Libby. Like she probably steps on the other side of Libby from Liza, and is like, we'll get out of here much faster if I could ride on your back.
She slows down significantly, but still moving, just kind of turns her back towards you and like holds her arms up and says, "Jump."
I'll hop up.
That's so undignified. Jump. Yeah, you hop up onto her back, and hold on tight, and you guys whiff off into the night. Y'all take.
Samantha kind of like increases her grip a little bit once they kind of get a steady pace going, and she just whispers, "Thank you."
All right.
Liza will very discreetly and not for very long throw kind of a glance back as she notices the
gay mance
notices the vampire pick up the human.
Okay. As you guys keep moving, I need y'all. We're going to do a little travel challenge.
Yay.
Hold up 1 second. Second. There you go, travel tracker. I found it. Okay, so the DC y'all are looking for is 24. You're trying to make 24 miles. If you are just going to sprint all night. Except y'all are much faster than that, so but like y'all have to go through. Actually, yeah, y'all can cover significantly more distance than the average person can. The DC you're looking for is 24. I would like y'all to, whoever wants to, can roll 2d6. Y'all can actually each of you roll a d6, and I'll roll one. Go do it in spam, and we'll add up the total. The total you're looking for is 24. So you're gonna roll 4d6, and then you're going to. There are no modifiers added. You're just gonna try. Like, this is how far y'all are gonna get in a 8-hour period. Oof.
Hey, dude.
Yes,
Wait,
it's exclamation mark R space 1d6.
Or just D6.
Yeah, either way it
We
works.
were doing just one.
I doubled your rolls.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Liza is significantly faster than everyone else. Libby? Y'all are making poor progress.
But why did my roll get included or be left in the chat while your rolls disappeared?
That is your messed up roll. That's not the actual roll.
No, I see both of them.
No, only you can see it because you sent it. If you refresh the feed, it goes away.
Anyways, so yeah, that is not 24. And that's, but because y'all are so much faster than normal people, I will allow y'all to roll an extra d6.
Who wants to roll it?
My rolls
Let me-
tend to be
let me-
bad. but-
Let me confirm with something real quick. Okay, no. So yeah, this is...
We're going at 95 miles an hour.
So like y'all can, y'all get to roll an extra d6. Whoever wants to roll it can, or I can roll it.
Wait, is movement
I
per
can-
second?
No.
No, it's feet per second divided by 5. Or 6 divided by 6. So
No, that's not feet per second. That's feet
No.
per 6 seconds, Libby.
yeah,
That's feet per 6
because
seconds.
a round is 6 seconds.
Wait,
So divide 140 by 6, and that will be your feet per second.
I think it'll be easier to divide the thing.
To divide the what by 6?
96.
Well, I mean, 140 by 6 is 23. You're doing 23 feet per second.
so that's 15.68 miles an hour.
That's still really fast. Like, that's sprinting speeds that y'all are just able to maintain all day. So yeah, definitely y'all get to roll another d6.
Do you want me to try? I mean, my last roll was bad, but it doesn't mean my next roll
Sato,
is going to be
you
bad.
did roll better than everyone else, Sato.
You guys want me to do it?
Somebody do it.
Yeah, go for it, Sato. Whoa. Oh, okay. Another 2. So y'all make it a total of, what's that? 6,
Mine was a
10,
3.
11. Y'all make it a total. Don't do that, Carrie. You're gonna mess me up. Y'all make it a total of 11 hours by the time dawn rolls around. 11 hours, 11 miles by the time dawn rolls around. Which it's a pretty good time. 11 miles in between like 6 hours. That's not bad at all. Y'all keep moving, but you're nowhere near the full thing. Y'all can keep running, but if you keep running, you will run at the risk of exhaustion. You'll make Constitution saves, but that's probably what y'all need to do because so long as you're in the open, which you are, you're in the middle of a desert, being chased by people native to the desert. So like y'all need to make really quick
We
progress.
made it almost half the distance, right?
Yeah, y'all have made it almost exactly half the distance you need to make it.
Knowing how the desert wanderers were, I probably want to keep going.
Okay, so Samantha, you're not running, so you don't have to roll a save. But Liza and us and Libby, y'all can both give me Constitution saves as you keep running.
Now that it's daytime, and we can see better,
Mm-hmm.
and we have navigational abilities,
Mm-hmm.
We can probably head easier towards our goal.
Yeah, I'll say add an extra d6 because it makes sense because y'all are just so much faster than people.
And since I'm not running, I have the ability to
you just have the ability to navigate
on that.
So I will roll 2d6. Sato will roll 2d6, and you and Libby will both roll 1d6. So,
and if I get a map, if I pull a map out,
mm-hmm.
I can probably navigate a little better too. So,
wait up, 1 second before y'all roll. Let me confirm one thing real quick. Okay, so as y'all run, before y'all get to roll this extra thing, I need y'all, whoever wants to, can roll a d20. Or
can
I
we each get one, or just one?
Just one.
I'll let one of you, because my rolls tend to be bad.
Do that. Do you want me to do it, Garrett, or do you want
just a flat d20?
Mm-hmm.
I can do it, I guess.
What'd you roll?
4.
Garrett?
4.
You rolled a 4. Okay. As you're running, the sand begins to give way, and you see some skeletal figures with sand whipping around them stand up in front of you and draw weapons. There are 4 of them.
Eldritch Blast. How far away are they?
They're like right in front of you. Roll initiative.
An 18.
Of course, that's whenever.
So you got an 18, you got 21, 15. They're going to roll their initiative.
Are they all standing beside each other?
Yeah, they're pretty close to each other. They have an initiative of 16. So Liza and Libby are going to... Liza and Samantha are going to... Samantha go first, then Liza's going to go.
Okay, so Samantha, like, they pop up like within 10 feet or more like 5 feet?
They're like 15 feet away from y'all.
15 feet, okay. She'll probably, as we come to a stop, she'll probably hop off of
Libby.
Libby. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Libby and run up right in between them, and they're all standing side by side.
They're like 5 feet apart from each other.
5 feet apart from each other. So she'll stand right in between two of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then question.
Yes.
We are leveled up.
You do not have your leveling up abilities yet.
Not the abilities. What about spells? Do spells kick in? Not even cantrips.
Nope.
Okay.
And that includes... Actually, wait, because you're a warlock, yes, you do. Because your spells are like an exterior thing, not an interior thing. And Oberon's like always with you. So yes, you do.
Oh, but only the cantrips because I've used the spell slots.
Yes.
Okay.
But like your invocations as well.
Okay. So then... I guess I'm just going to do... Green Flame Blade with bulk.
All right.
On first one.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's a 10 to hit.
It's a 10 to hit.
Yeah.
That is a miss. How'd you get a 10 to hit? It's got a +2 to attack.
I rolled
your
a
strength.
I rolled a 2 and it +8. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such luck, man. Cool. Yeah, you swing and it just you just pass right through the sand that's engulfing its body and it just kind of like drifts forward. That's your action.
On the backswing, she's gonna flip the axe around and bonus action Green Flame Blade.
Okay. Roll to hit.
With bulk. That one's much better. 24 to hit.
Definitely a hit. Definitely a hit. Roll damage.
Okay, how do these roll?
Are you going to use grasping vine?
Oh, frick, I didn't do that other thing. Wait, no, what was that? So 16 plus 24 to hit.
1d12 +2 plus your strength.
I'm not going to use grasping vines on this attack.
Okay. All right.
So it was 9 plus 5 damage of slashing.
Okay, cool.
Then the first one takes an extra 7 fire damage, and then the fire on the other one is 8 damage.
Hold up. Oh, nope, that's not what I was looking for. That's also not what is going on here? Hold up 1 second, y'all.
There's a really big red spot on my thumb. It's really weird.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you know it takes 1d8 plus your attack modifier, right?
Okay,
It says at 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra... Oh, to the target. Gotcha,
yes.
gotcha.
So the first...
You already...
The melee attack takes an extra d8, and then the second target, like whenever it leaps
also
from that
increases by
target,
d8.
goes to a d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier.
Gotcha. So how much?
They're all three.
The second guy. So the second guy took how much?
8.
8. Gotcha. Cool. So first guy took 14. Second guy took 8.
Yes. No.
Cool.
The first guy took 7 fire plus 14 slashing.
Gotcha. It's looking messed up. Like, the first one looks really hurt. That's your bonus action. You're gonna unleash Incarnation? Oh, wait, no, you couldn't. Could you have
I don't have the thing summoned.
It's your turn, Liza. What you gonna do?
How many of them are there?
4.
4. I am going to look at one of them and cast Soul the Dead on.
Okay.
Which one of them did she hit?
Give me a Arcana check, please.
That's a 10.
A 10? These things are undead.
You're saying necrotic damage heals because that's not normal. There are specific rules for specific.
I'm not saying
spells.
they heal from it. I'm not saying they heal from it. I'm just letting you know that they're undead. I'm not saying anything else about it because you didn't roll high enough. You just know that they're undead. They could be resistant. They could be immune. There could be no effect at all. You just know that they are undead.
Is the sun up yet?
The sun is dawning, right? Like, it has, like, they're under a dune. Like, the sunlight isn't on them or y'all yet, but you can see the sun rising.
Then I will cast Blood Whip.
Okay, cool.
I think.
Okay.
Wait, look at that again.
And of course, y'all's fancy smancy healing, y'all are all back up to full hit points.
Yep. Liza and Libby are both at max HP right now. You are still down, like, at what, 35?
23.
23.
Okay. So
I took my normal
What'd you
hit
say?
points, divided them by 3.
What'd you say, Sato?
Okay. So I'm going to cast Blood Whip, put a slice down my arm as I throw out a whip of blood. That is 28 damage.
There's no attack roll?
Oh wait, no, sorry, I do have to roll for an attack. I forgot about that.
It's almost impossible for you to miss these things. I do just want to say that.
They have 11 HP.
These guys look like whatever clothing or anything they were wearing has, like, tattered and fallen. What? 320? What?
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Cool. Definitely a hit. And you said 28 damage?
Yes.
Slashing?
Yes.
Cool. You reach out with this blood whip, and this thing looks seriously hurt.
I did this on one of the ones that was not attacked before.
Yeah. Like, it looks really, really hurt.
Okay. And I would like to do that again to another one.
How?
As a bonus action.
It can be cast as both an action and a bonus action?
Well, I can.
Okay. Cool. To another one or the same one?
I'll do another one. Another one that has not been hit yet.
Cool. Roll the hit.
Okay, that is a 21 to hit.
That's
Tells
a
you
hit.
how badly I've been rolling.
Right? Roll damage.
Hang on. So that's... I forgot to keep track of that.
Because what, you dealt... You landed 2 attacks during the last fight, right?
So...
Yeah, because you landed... you landed both your blood blades, and that was it. Everything else was a miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
damage.
going... Roll again. That is 19 damage.
19 damage, cool. Okay, let me do something real quick.
That's 21 damage to myself.
Okay. All right, so the first one took how much damage?
26.
26. And the And the second one took 19.
Yes.
Oops. And you hit the two that hadn't been hit yet, right? Correct. Okay. And then Garrett, the one took 9 flame damage and the other one took 21 damage, right?
No. One took 14 slashing, 7 fire. The other took 8 fire.
Yeah, that's 21 and the other one took 8 fire. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Sato, that's your action, bonus action. That's your turn. Any movement from you?
Yeah, I'll run up next to the two that I just attacked if they are standing next to one another.
That is the end of your turn. That's going to be the mummies. They're going to look at you. First one's going to go. Two of them are going to look at you and roll a
Can I
hit.
take a legendary action at the end of my turn?
No, and it specifies another creature's turn. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You need to make a Constitution save. So first off, take 10 bludgeoning and 9 necrotic damage. So 19 damage. I don't know if you're resistant to either of those. And then I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
So 10 bludgeoning and then
9 necrotic. And then your con save.
2.
What'd you say?
I said my die went off the table. That's a 16.
Okay, cool. Nothing else happens. The other one's going to roll to hit you. It's a miss. And then you need to make 2 wisdom saving throws.
It's an 18 and a 12.
Cool. Nothing happens. Two of the other two are going to step forward. One's going to swing at Samantha. Does a 16 hit Samantha?
No.
Cool. Then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's what I'm not good at. Oh, 19. It was almost a 3. It was almost a 3.
Okay, cool. One of them's going to step forward to Libby and make an attack roll. Natural 1 misses it. The sand, trailing behind it, making an after image, swings at Libby, and she just, steps aside as it, slowly drifts forward, almost like a wraith, it's almost not quite entirely here.
I feel like
That's
it goes
their
to
turn.
swing down, and then you hear, that creaky door hinge as it just, slows down.
Cool.
That's going to be Libby's turn.
I'm gonna attack that one.
Cool. Roll to hit.
Which is an 18.
It's a hit. Roll damage. Are you attacking with your fist, your plasma axe, or Oberon's blade?
I was attacking with my fists.
Okay, cool.
So it's 5 slashing.
5 slashing, cool. And you do not. Okay, cool.
Again.
Okay, you're gonna make another attack. All right, go ahead and roll.
18.
18, that's a hit. And damage?
6.
6. Cool. It does not look super hurt. Those attacks don't look like you hit it, and your hand slows down a little bit as you pass through the sand and you come out the other side, but it doesn't look like you're doing very much damage. That's your action. Anything for your bonus action?
You said that one walked to Libby.
Yes.
right? Did I get an opportunity attack on it?
You didn't move forward, did you?
Yes, I did. I walked
You
up
did.
to them.
Then yeah, you may. Then yes, you get an opportunity attack on it.
Because I will
Katie,
take that.
Katie, did you enter a rage before you did that? Katie?
No, but I'm doing that now.
Okay, so you did. So, are you retroactively entering a rage before you did your attacks, or are you making your attacks and then entering a rage?
I had said that I did afterward.
Okay, so you're not going to enter into a rage before you attack it.
I mean, if you're going to let me, sure.
That's what I would have done.
Sure.
Cool.
That just adds 4 more damage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then an additional 9 slashing.
Okay.
It also means that he has disadvantage when attacking Samantha and Liza, and they have resistance to his damage.
Okay. Right. Okay, that is Libby's turn. That's going to be back to top of the initiative order, Samantha.
I'm going to attack one of the ones standing next to me.
Okay, roll to hit. Are you going to hit the one that you hit really hard, or the one you hit a little less hard?
I'm going to try to hit the one I hit pretty hard.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is a 9 plus 7.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Wait, unarmed strike for me would be strength, right?
It can be either strength or dex for you, because it's a versatile weapon.
8.
It's an 8.
9
8
plus
damage.
8. 9 plus 8. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's still a hit. And then damage. Your unarmed strikes, I believe, do 1d6.
1d8.
They do 1d8. Cool.
Plus my strength. That is 5 damage.
Only 5 damage?
Yep.
Cool.
5 bludgeoning.
Cool. Yeah, you you whack this thing. That's your legendary action. Samantha, what are you gonna do on your turn?
Same thing.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So 14 to hit.
It's a hit. Roll damage.
16 slashing. The first target takes 4 fire, and the second one takes 6. And that attack roll was on the one I hit the first time.
The one you hit the first time walked over to Libby.
Okay, so that was the one that walked over. Wait, then
Yeah,
I
it
hit
just jumps to the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
And
then it
how much
jumps
fire damage did the flame damage take? The
4.
second one? No, the second
9.
one. 9. Okay.
And then-
not one of these things looks like they're doing well.
And then once again on the back swing, do the same thing. Just like swings down, flips it once it's at the low point, and then like just flips the axe and comes up and brings it back
Roll
up.
to hit.
And 24 to hit.
It's definitely a hit. Roll damage.
17 slashing.
17 slashing. Hold up 1 second. Okay, and then fire damage.
3 and 4.
3 to the first one, 4 to the second one.
Yes.
Okay. The first one you hit looks on death's door. The second one looks pretty close. Oops. Okay. That's your action, your bonus action, no movement from you. It's the end of your turn. Liza, you gonna take a legendary action?
Yes, I would like to strike the same one again.
Roll to hit. Hey, do your unarmed strikes do magical damage?
It doesn't say anything about that.
Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, roll to hit.
very good. But that is 13.
13. That's
Yeah.
still a hit.
Okay.
Like I said, you basically can't miss these things.
So another. It's not bad. That is 11 bludgeoning.
11 bludgeoning. Okay. Looks really messed up. You wail on him. That's your turn. That's your legendary action. That's your turn.
What? I didn't take my turn.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's your turn now.
Oh, it's okay. I would like to, heal. Start with.
Mhm.
Then I will use. It's truly unfortunate. I will use Bloodblade again.
Blood Whip or Blood Blade?
They're the same thing. Two different names for the same thing.
Oh, okay.
On the thing in front of me. So that is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 28 damage.
Jeez.
Hey,
It's
Bloodblade
very
is
dead.
very
It's very dead. You just whip the thing and it just turns to dust and disappears.
Yeah, I would like to do the same one on the other one that I attacked earlier.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Hang on, I'm gotta write damage down. Unfortunately, I got pretty high roll on my d6s.
Oof.
16 damage. Okay, reroll. That is 29 damage to the other one.
What'd you roll to hit?
Fine. Jeez.
Because there's still a chance you could roll a nat 1.
It's falling off. That is not a nat 1. That is a 22.
It's a hit. And the damage you said how much?
29.
29?
Yes.
It's also very dead.
Okay.
Okay, that's both your it's your action and bonus action. Any movement?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Stay where I am.
That is your turn. That's going to be the mummies are going to go. They're going to swing on. One's going to swing on Samantha. Which 13 misses, and then I need you to make a wisdom save.
I've done more damage to myself than these things have.
5. You are paralyzed. As its eyes glow. And then that's going to be, this one's going to make a swing on Libby. Libby, does a 16 hit?
And my armor class is 15, so yes.
That does hit. Okay, you're going to take 13 bludgeoning, halved to 7, and you're going to take 10 necrotic damage. And then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, I'll allow that, Katie.
I've done a lot of damage to myself. I think I've done like.
What'd you roll on your
damage.
save, Katie?
5th.
What? Did y'all hear what she rolled?
No.
15.
15. Cool. Yeah, you Nothing else happens to you. That's their turn. That's your turn, Libby.
I'm going to take legendary action. I'm assuming none of them are in.
None of them are in
Melee
range. None of
Okay,
them
then
are in melee range.
I'm going to move next to the one next to Samantha.
Cool. All right. Go ahead and take your Libby. What are you going to do on your turn?
Going to make another. Actually, I will attack with the axe this time.
Okay, cool.
There's still one next to me, right?
Yeah, it's still right next to you.
Okay.
You whip out the axe. Also, there are 3 ladies circling around you as you enter a rage.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit. Roll damage.
Damage is 7.
7 damage.
Yes, and then I need to roll a d4 for the lightning. So that's 1 lightning damage.
1 lightning damage. Cool. 1 second. 1 second. So 7 slashing, 1 lightning.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, cool. It looks really hurt. That's your first attack. Go ahead and make your second one.
21 to hit.
21, that's a hit.
10 slashing. And 3 lightning.
10 slashing. Cool. And then 3 lightning. This thing looks very hurt. All right, that's your action. Anything for a bonus action?
Believe. No, I don't get to do that
Cool.
strike.
That is.
I'm going to strike at the skeleton.
Cool.
That is. That's a very high roll. That would be a 25.
It's definitely a hit. Roll damage.
That's 8 bludgeoning.
8. Cool. This thing looks right on death's door. Like you could sneeze on it and it would die. That's gonna be Samantha. I rolled to sneeze. That's gonna be Samantha's turn.
I can't take actions or reactions. Can I take a bonus action?
No. Your turn. You are paralyzed until the start of its turn. So actually, you lose your turn.
But it's just actions and reactions. Doesn't say anything about bonus action.
Hold up. Let me read the thing of paralyzed. Paralyzed creatures incapacitated and can't move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength or dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits is a critical fail if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. It says you're incapacitated. So whatever the
But incapacitated is just actions or reactions. But okay. Next.
Yeah, so that's going to be
Since it's
Samantha's
the
turn.
end of his turn, I'm going to use.
You only have 3 legendary actions. You used one to move, you used one to attack, and you used one to attack again.
I didn't attack again. I don't know what you're talking about. I've only attacked once.
At the end of the mummy's turns, you made an attack.
No, at the end of Mummy's turn, I moved.
Oh, you're right. Yep. No, you're right. Okay, go ahead and use your last one and roll to hit.
It is a 21.
It's a hit. It's probably dead.
Roll 5.
Yep, it's dead. You wail on this thing with your claws, and it just shreds to pieces. That is going to be the thing's turn.
Now can I take a bonus? I'm kidding.
That's going to be. Actually, yes, the creature of your thing is gone. So you
makes it my turn now.
but
it
it's now
happens
Liza's
at the
turn.
end of.
So yeah, you can take reactions again now. So you're not prevented from taking reactions or anything, but it is now Liza's turn. What are you gonna do, Liza?
I am going to strike the other one with a blood blade.
Cool. Roll to hit.
That's a 19.
It's definitely a hit. I'm pretty sure this thing is dead. Go ahead and roll damage though.
26.
26. Liza pulls out a blood blade, steps forward, slashes one, slashes another, moves up in between them, claws the first one, claws the second one. Samantha is fighting this one as flame is leaping off of her axe to other things. Libby goes, whack, whack, pulls out the axe, whack, whack, and then Liza does blood blade again, creates like this whirlpool around her, kills the two around her, and then drifts over to the one by Samantha. Samantha looks into the eyes of this thing and gets stunned, and Liza reaches inside of this thing and just rips it to pieces, then turns around and blood appears in her arm and fires it out, and the last one turns to dust right as the sun comes above the hill. There you go. Did any of you even take any damage?
Okay.
Well, you guys did, but y'all are gonna heal. The damage y'all took it doesn't matter. Y'all are going to heal.
No. Sun's up.
Oh, that's right. But Libby is going to heal because she is a true vampire. Or a pure vampire, sorry. Anyways, so y'all are going to start moving. You can step into the shadow of the hill, Sato.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm
So
going
they were made completely out of sand?
Almost completely, yeah. They were like bones that were like held together by sand swirling around them, and as soon as you dealt enough damage to them, they just like exploded into dust and whatnot. Like their bones are kind of scattered around, and there's like tatters of cloth, but it's like ancient and deteriorating.
Are any of the skulls intact?
Sure, a skull is intact.
I'll pick it up.
Okay, cool. You pick up the skull.
Liza
Now
is going to spend a little bit of time in the shadow.
Cool. Yeah. You're gonna spend a little time in the shadow, just enough time to regen your hit points, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Then you are gonna keep moving, I assume. So go ahead and Sato roll your 2d6s. Liza, Libby, and Samantha, go ahead and roll your 1, and I will roll the other 2.
Sure.
I got a 10.
Y'all
I got
already
a 6.
y'all already clear the DC.
Those
But I
rolls
need
are
y'all to
a lot
roll.
better.
Right. I need y'all to also roll. Here, let me see what I roll. One second.
Leave it to y'all two.
What do you mean, y'all two? What are you
Cool.
talking about?
I'm talking about
So
Vader and Katie. They both rolled
what's the total of everything y'all rolled? Ignore the last 4d6 and the previous 4d6 that I rolled.
17.
We rolled 19 this roll.
19.
Y'all rolled 19
plus
this roll,
yeah.
and then y'all rolled 11 last roll.
So 30.
Cool. So y'all, y'all sprint, and I need Constitution saving throws, but you're still riding on Libby, so you don't have to make one. But Liza and Samantha and frickin' Libby, please make Constitution saving throws.
Can I give her advantage on hers as I give her like water and stuff?
She was going to be rolling at disadvantage. I will allow that to cancel out the disadvantage. Just because she's carrying you.
I got a 14.
I rolled a 15.
14? Rolled a 15. Okay, neither of you suffer a level of exhaustion, and you arrive at a large canyon network that you're going to have to cross through to get through the border on Lavosin lines. At this point, y'all have moved, a solid 30 miles. Like, y'all have covered, the 24 miles. Y'all have covered a tremendous distance in a very short amount of time. Y'all get here, roll d20, please.
One or all of us, or
Just one of you, whoever wants to.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I guess I'll roll the 20.
Nobody trusts me anymore.
Nobody trusts you anymore.
I got a 19.
19. Cool. 1 second.
Watch as the higher number was going to be the better one. Or the lower number was going to be the better one.
You said what did I roll? I rolled cool. You guys walk into the caverns and you see some adventurers sitting there cooking food. I'll wait for Samantha to get back to hear what she has to say.
Wait, what race?
A mix of races. There's this tiefling like lounging, holding a glass, and she's like playing a harp with one hand and humming softly. There is this Goliath that's like sitting over by the pot stirring it. He's got a big axe on his back. There's a human with a sword on one side. He looks a little, debonair, that kind of thing. And then there is a dwarf that's holding a holy symbol of Ord, and he's just sitting there relaxing a little bit.
I'm back.
You see a party of adventurers sitting cooking food.
Like where?
So y'all make it to the caverns that y'all are gonna have to cross through to get through the river.
Is this like we're on the top of them, or we're having to enter them?
Y'all could go up, but like right inside the shadow, like Sato's probably not gonna want to be in the sunlight all day. But like if you go through the cavern, like right inside, there's a small campfire and 4 adventurers sitting there. It's a Goliath, a human, a dwarf, and a tiefling. Tiefling's playing a harp and humming softly. Goliath is stirring a pot, has a big axe on his back. The human is just kind of lounging there with a rapier on his side. And the dwarf is holding a holy symbol of Ord and is like reading.
Samantha's going to kind of tap Libby as they get closer. Not close enough that they can see, like, make out us. And she's gonna be like, I should probably talk to them. And she's gonna hop down from Libby.
Cool. Liza, do you have any opposition to this at all?
You said there were 4 of them, and
yeah.
How strong do they look?
Give me a insight check.
I know what Liza's thinking.
What'd you say?
I know what you're thinking.
Insight is wisdom, so 8.
They're flesh bags. That's about all. You're pretty far away from them, and you can't really tell anything other than the fact that they're human.
Or there is a human.
Yeah, that they're mortal.
Yeah.
That they're definitely not vampires. That's all you can really glean from this distance. What's your passive insight?
Passive insight would be 12.
12. Yeah. So yeah, you have that information, but nothing else. I'll put it like this: they don't look weak.
Can I?
Like they look confident and like they're okay. Like this is a dangerous area. What'd you say, Samantha?
I told Katie to move her mic closer to herself. We can't not hear her.
Yeah, it's very difficult to hear you.
Nope, that's not working.
We can't hear you.
Can I roll to see if they're Levasin? Like, can I make a perception check?
Like their nationality? I mean, sure. Yeah, you can give me a check.
Perception, which is not all that great. 18.
They are definitely not Levasan.
Okay, I turn to. Can I tell if they're Neelian or not? Like, can I tell
They're
what
not.
their
They're not
nationality?
Neelian. The dwarf is Irelandi. The human looks Infarnos, like an Infarsion. The Goliath, you have no clue where he's from. You've never seen a Goliath before. The Tiefling, she's a Tiefling. Could be from anywhere. You don't know.
Okay. I look at Samantha and. Oh wait, he walked away.
Yeah.
They just look like they're lounging. They don't
Yeah,
look like.
they're just camping. Like they're just sitting here. Looks like they've stopped for a long rest. Yeah. You stand up and start. Samantha, you're gonna approach the group on your own. No one else opposes her in that action.
Yeah.
Does anyone oppose her doing that?
Liza
No.
will follow along with her.
Liza will follow along. Cool.
I'm gonna kind of stay at the back.
Cool.
Samantha will look at Liza as she starts to follow, and she would be like, and she'll look at her and say, kind of smile slightly, and be like, I won't have any fun without you, but we should probably see how it goes first.
She kind of looks at you and just goes, and gives a smile to you as she continues walking up with you.
Samantha will continue, I guess.
Cool. Y'all approach, and the lounging dude kind of like sits up, and the tiefling stops singing and playing her harp, and kind of like sets her glass down, and the dwarf closes his book and looks up. Goliath, completely not paying attention, stirring the soup.
Samantha will kind of step forward and be like, greetings, friends. Are y'all from around here?
The human stands up and goes, well, we're from all over the place, really. Our friend over there is from the mountains of Ire. The other friend over there is from the mountains of Ire. She over there is from, not actually sure where she's from. She won't tell me. And I myself, I'm born and raised in Farnosh.
Interesting. Well, we are in desperate need of rest and to get back. Do you possibly know how to cross these caverns?
We do, but we're in the middle of a rest. Why don't you sit and join us? And tell your friend to quit hanging out back there. Come on up.
Followed. I was just kind of keeping a distance.
Samantha will look at them, and be like, I'm sorry, we really don't have time. We appreciate the offer, though. Do y'all possibly have a map or something to navigate the caverns?
Don't have time to rest. Friend, these are dangerous lands, and you all don't look at your peak. Well, you especially, sister. Your friends look okay.
I haven't hit my peak yet, so we just need a possible way through the caverns, please.
Well, I mean, yeah, we do have a minor map that gets you partway through, but I mean, we're here for looking for treasure and gold, so it's not exactly a safe thing.
Is there anyone else in the caverns?
Well, there are bandits, and, well, there are monsters that roam it. It's the last, untamed frontier, along with the deserts. But we're not much of desert wanderers. We're not really looking for undead And the Nelian king doesn't much appreciate people raiding their ancient tombs. But
As so we found.
oh, you're being chased by them. Well, I can't say I blame you. Must be where you got that thing. He points at the staff of the Hierophant that you're carrying.
Yeah, this is kind of my little treasure.
Can't say I blame you. It's pretty valuable. But my suggestion would be sit and rest. It's gonna be hot today, and people traveling through the desert will be slowed down. Honestly, and you look like you've all run quite a distance. If y'all keep running, it's the DC for your Constitution saving throw is gonna go up, and it's gonna keep going up.
How far does the map get us?
Y'all will be able to get like a day's travel into the caverns. Travel distance is going to be shrunk significantly while going through the caverns.
She's going to ask for the map and say, I'd much rather rest a little further in.
Well, that's, I guess that's fine. Do you want some soup at least?
Libby's stomach growls.
Samantha's extremely hungry, so she says yes. And she will offer a slight amount of money if she has any on her.
No, please, don't pay. We're offering it up for free. Look, if you insist on running, let me, here, take a seat, eat real quick. They hand a bowl to each of you. They scoop some up and they give it out.
Samantha does not sit, but she does start eating.
You both just wolf it down real quick, right?
I think Libby will sit down, but it's more out of hunger than like trying to get going.
Right.
But she does sit.
Liza kind of sniffs the soup and with kind of a distaste.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. Do you eat it at all, Sato?
Sure.
Cool. You eat it. Y'all eat really quickly, right? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well,
yes.
I start to eat slowly if he starts to talk.
The bard goes to singing and he looks up at you and says, "So, where exactly did you get that thing? To incur the ire of the Nelians, you must have stolen something pretty big."
Yeah, we stole a couple things. It's been an ongoing adventure between our groups.
Groups? There's more of you.
We got a little split up to keep.
Personally, I don't like my groups any larger than 4. It makes things complicated. Interpersonal relationships are hard to keep track of, and it's weird watching things. Combat is strange when you're going and fighting people, and you have to coordinate between a large group of people. It's just strange. I like to keep it simple. Just the 4 of us.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but
Words of every DM ever.
That's exactly what I was going for, Sato. The guy is going to he's gonna chat off a few other things and say, well, that's is it magical?
What is he
Gesturing at the staff.
This one, not sure yet. Some of these other pointing at the rings, she'll be like, we found some things, but we're not quite sure the extent of them yet.
Oh, well, our the tiefling perks up and says, I could cast Identify them on if you like. But you are in a hurry,
Looks
so...
at the black
Yes,
ring.
we are. And I can study them just fine myself. It's actually one of my hobbies, so why take the fun out of it with a spell?
Well, if you're gonna keep running, let me send you with some of these. Just a second. He reaches into a big pack. 1 second. Oh, I'm in the wrong. That's why I figured it out. Where is it? What on earth? Gotcha. Found it. Cool. He pulls out, how many is he willing to give you guys? He pulls out 4 potions of supreme healing and hands them over to y'all.
Samantha looks at them and is like, "Thank you," and turns around to where they can't see her face, hands one to Liza as her eyes like look at it in like a gesturing way.
Sato.
Look at the. Liza will look at it and take it from you.
And then she looks at Libby and hands one.
I'll take it.
And then she like puts the other 2 in her bag. It's like, those will come in very handy.
I'm sure they will. Y'all be safe out there.
We appreciate it. What's your name?
Name's Ven. This is Altira. That's Grok. And that's Grundle.
And she holds out her hand and says, "I'm Samantha. It's nice to meet y'all.
Pleasure is all mine." He shakes his
Thank
hand.
you for all your help." And she starts walking away from them into the caverns.
The guy sits down and continues lounging.
Liza will walk on with him.
Cool. You guys keep walking. Roll another.
As Liza walks up beside me in a hushed tone, I say, in a hushed tone, I say to both of them, I'm like, 60 feet max until we round the corner.
What? Okay.
60 feet max until we round the corner. And she starts sprinting.
Okay. You take off in a sprint. Did the other guys follow? Do y'all follow as well? Do y'all sprint with her?
We don't have to sprint, but make it look like it.
Okay. Y'all.
Yeah, wait. I guess we'll take off for a little bit and.
Yeah, y'all run around the corner. Okay.
Samantha kind of lets a sigh of relief and is like, okay, now full sprint. And she kind of like gestures for Libby.
What? I'm confused, but okay.
Making sure, I mean, so long as they didn't guess that they're vampires.
Ah, gotcha.
Keeping movement speed down.
Gotcha. Okay, and each of you roll a d6 again, and I'm gonna roll a d6 as well.
And you said this is a day, so another 24?
No,
We don't trust you anymore for good
8-hour
reasons.
sections. These are 8 hours. She has rolled nothing but a 1, hasn't she?
Except I rolled on D&D Beyond, so I might just start doing it there.
No, you have to roll on spam for these. So y'all made it 4, 3, 5. So 8, 12, 13. Y'all made it. Y'all have not made the DC 24.
Okay,
So
that's saying it is another 24, but we made it at least halfway.
I need a Constitution saving throw, and then I need a D20 roll from one of you, whoever wants to roll.
Who rolled the last D20?
I did.
All right, Katie, you rolled the D20.
I got a 12 on my Constitution saving throw.
Feel like y'all jinxed me.
What'd she roll?
Blame y'all.
I don't even know what to do. Okay,
Wait,
what y'all's
you need the
roll on your...
Constitution save?
Hold up 1 second.
No, that's the con save. That's the con save.
That's the Constitution save? No, that was definitely your roll for encountering.
I mean, it's the first one. You said roll the Constitution saves, then roll.
That's definitely what that was. I'm pretty sure that's what that was.
You know what? I will take the nat 1 for the team.
Fine, that's a Constitution save. You fail your Constitution save. You now have 1 level of exhaustion.
Wait,
Garrett,
no.
what did you...
Does she have advantage on it because of me, though?
No. She
No,
has
the
disadvantage.
Yeah, she has
And then-
disadvantage for carrying
Now-
you, and it's canceled out by...
Oh, got you. Okay. She has the disadvantage with her carrying me. I thought it was the sunlight.
No.
Okay.
She as a pure vampire, she does not suffer the negatives of being a vampire.
Okay.
I'm beginning to wonder if there's something wrong with your computer.
There's no freaking way!
There's something wrong with Avare.
I have not rolled a 1 once. I don't think it's...
Yes, you did.
Oh, that's not true. Yeah, that's true. I did roll a couple of 1s back there. I rolled 2 1s, but, like, it's not all 1s. Like, okay, but she rolled D6s, and then she rolled 2 D20s, so, like, that's very possible. Garrett, what's your Constitution save?
I was right.
No,
There's no way. Roll again. There's something wrong with...
Use something else to roll. Both of those.
Like, no, it's working.
But it's something...
Except
Not for her,
something-
though.
Something
It's
is wrong with
some-
Katie's thing.
It could be
Oh.
something on her side. A local thing on her computer, because it's still something that's calculated
Okay.
on
Katie,
her
roll like several iterations.
Anyways, you can roll like a real dice if you have one or something.
No, do RR like 10 D20s. Or 10 1D20s. 10 space 1D20.
Hey,
Okay, so what happens if I do
we'll take the...
2 1d20? You get a nat 20 and a 9.
We'll take the 6. Okay, fine. Highs
So
or
you want me to do the
lows?
6 and the 12?
It'll be between the 6 and the 20. Highs or lows?
It's your
Y'all.
call.
Lows?
Lows? Y'all wanted lows, cool. So it's gonna be the 6. So I'm going to...
So 6 Constitution, 12 for...
Okay, so does this mean I can roll?
Oh! Yes,
2
you're
and
right. The
take the first
Constitution was a fail. The Constitution was a fail. So you rolled a 6 on the Constitution. The 20 will be her other thing. So yeah, that's fine.
I mean, what's her bonus to Constitution?
I think
yeah,
it's
what
a
is-
3.
Yeah, it's still a failure. You still take a level of exhaustion. Garrett, what's your Constitution save?
I was writing.
Oh, that's right. Liza, what's your save?
12, I think is what I rolled.
What?
12, I think, is what I rolled.
12?
Yes.
12. Cool. That's still a failure. Gain a level of exhaustion. Hold up 1 second. So, on a nat 20, what happens on a nat 20?
Find a secret passage that takes us directly to the place we want to go.
A nat 20 on the encounter table. You guys start y'all round the corner and you see a grove of trees in the middle. Like there's this beam of light coming down from the caverns above. Like there's this overhang above this, and then a beam of light comes down on this grove of trees.
Samantha breathes a sigh of relief as she kind of just like hops down from Libby and like using the echo teleports up into one of the trees and is just like hugs it.
You feel Oberon's presence in this place. In fact,
she lays down in the tree and is just like
in the reflection of in the middle of the pool, there's like there's this pool in the middle of this grove. In the mists, a shadowy figure is standing there.
She kind of looks at him and is just like,
this place is close to the Feywild. I can come through and see you all here. I can conceal you from the outside if you wish to rest.
Samantha just kind of sighs and is just like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Liza, you walk. You guys both, you all walk in, right?
Yes.
Cool. Seda, would you turn your camera on, please? And I need you to change the music to, I'm not sure. What?
Not this.
I'm not sure.
How did it get that? How did it get that?
I think actually, let's look at this. Look this up.
Sato, you walk in and you see Oberon. There's another flashback in Liza's mind. Your father sitting in a chair, commanding, and a dude with a lion mane hanging over his shoulders and muscular arms and an adamantine mace at his side is projected in front of your father, like magically there. He disappears and he looks at you and says, "There is yet another way we found to increase my power. We will expand my domain into the Feywild. We'll eventually have to move into the Underdark and the other planes. But I will accomplish my goal, daughter. I will accomplish that which I desire, Liza." That man there will be a key part in our plan. A connection for us.
It looks so great. Who is he?
There is a young fledgling power budding to the north in Zadia, that great forest. The army I sent into the forest to slay the great fae that dwells there succeeded, which means that power has to go somewhere. Our friend is going to go and capture what that power coalesces around, the next archfey of Zadian Woods. And we will endow that power unto myself. I think I'll name him Oberon. And you're back here.
Wow. Liza steps forward. Hello, Oberon.
Oberon turns to look at you and says, "Do I know you?"
Liza will take off the shaded hood that she was wearing and put it down off to her side and say, maybe not, but you know my father. She smiles. And kind of steps forward and says,
Hold. Roll and... Okay, never mind. Keep talking.
He goes, I know some about you, although not too much. I was still a young girl when you came about.
He looks down at you and says, "You remember the forging? You remember the blossoming?
Yes.
That would make you well over 2,000 years old."
Yes. Although I haven't been awake the whole time, but I was there.
In Zadia? You're a vampire.
No.
You're a vampire, then. One of the masters of my servant. His voice is far more clear and far more refined than Samantha is used to hearing it.
Yes.
Like it's not the eyes, yeah, like that. It's not. It's very much. It's much more friendly and jovial.
I was there when my father named you.
I think Samantha just in the middle of the tree just kind of takes Bulk out and kind of like sticks it in the tree a little bit and just sits there and like holds on, like secures it into the tree and then kind of leans back and just listens to everything going on.
Going to try to join you in the tree, but I don't know how much she's climbed trees in her lifetime.
Oberon is going to darken significantly. Like his face goes, like you can't see him. Like you don't see any reaction because y'all can't see his face. He's just this black shadowy outline in the mist.
Can I feel the shift?
Definitely. He is furious. Liza. If it isn't little Liza, I'm short here. Do you know what your father did to me, little girl?
No. She kind of just walks around a little bit. Or, not really.
He broke my bonds.
Sounds rather freeing.
Oberon mood lightens Samantha, and he says, "But a child is not responsible for the sins of their father. Thank you for taking care of my servant."
He used to walk around and looking over him. What did my father do to you? I remember him talking about a new Fae.
My predecessor, Acheron, was slain suddenly and unexpectedly. And so I was blossomed. Your father found me before my power could fully bear fruit. Well, no. Hercules found me before my power could bear fruit. He dragged me before your father as an offering. Something for a little trinket. You know, I do not even feel anger toward your father. Your father was not the one that provoked him into doing this. Although I do not feel any love for the man, the progenitor.
At the
He
mention,
did not do this. At the mention of what?
at the mention of Heracles, Samantha's grip will tighten on Balk a little bit as she sits there, and her face. If anybody could see, you can probably see the emotion if you were looking at her, but it's just a mix of anger and frustration.
I do not know the extent of what your father wanted, but he crippled me. He broke me. And then I was sent back to the woods, and my abilities recovered. But something happened. Hercules came to find me, and he killed that which I loved. He killed those that were in the woods with me, and my power broke shortly after that, and I have never recovered since. Tell me, Liza Eins Scholtier, do you know where I can find this Hercules?
No. But I too would like to meet him. Tell me, Oberon, do you know where I can find my father?
Your father is dead, Liza. His remains have been scattered throughout the world. He looks down at his hand and says, feel him. Parts of him are here, parts of him are there. To prevent him from ever being able to regenerate, they broke his body. They shredded it, they obliterated it. And then they took those parts and they hid them, one in each kingdom.
Big
your
smile
father is
crosses
very
over
dead.
her face. I see.
Samantha's going to ask Oberon if any have moved recently. In her head.
Oberon turns to look at you, and again, his voice coming back to his more jovial point. Not that I am aware of. I can feel them, their general directions, but my connection to this world is faint. There's very little I can detect. Are y'all going to take a long rest here?
Yes.
Cool.
And he said he was going to hide this place, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So I think kind of after that, Samantha's going to kind of like pick up a little bit and then drop to the ground and plant Bulk in the dirt and kneel and say, Hercules, may he rest in pieces.
And Oberon nods his head and says, may he indeed. Samantha, come with me. There is something I wish to show you about your powers. He gestures to the other side of the pond and walks, like drifting over. Like, you know, in video games, when someone walks and their movement doesn't match their gait, like he's moving faster than his gait. Like he's walking, but he's not moving relative to how his feet should be carrying him. He's just like gliding across the pond.
Samantha's going to take off the shoes and the Leviathan armor.
Mm-hmm.
And then step in the pool.
You step on the pool and you kind of like sink into it. Let's change this real quick.
Libby's like watching you. Like she had climbed into the tree to be near you, and then when you jump down and start walking away, she's just watching you walk away.
I feel like you reached the top of the tree as I just like moved, and you're just like,
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Whoops.
Now, as you know, I generally do special spooky episodes in honor of the world's best holiday, and more
This just happened to play a YouTuber that I knew.
I also take off the blue ring and the bronze ring and leave the green one on.
Sink and like you walk on the water without sinking, and then you get sucked in. And you are in a place with trees everywhere. And sitting before you is a man with black skin, white emerald tattoos, horns twisting back, eyes that are deep black green pools. They're vast, and he has these really long pointy ears that stretch back. He's almost fully naked.
Well, I mean, so is Samantha. So.
Yeah. Muscular, chiseled physique, claws, not nails, but claws. And like he has this animalistic musk about him that is repulsive. Like in a sense of like, oh, that stinks, but at the same time, it is this powerful, almost alluring scent that like tells you danger. And like surrounding him are like different animals and whatnot.
Samantha's going to let go of Bulk.
Bulk lets go and turns into bark and like wraps around you as this bark just starts shifting across your skin.
And then she's going to step forward and hug the figure.
Oberon kind of like lounging a little bit, wraps his arms around you, and you feel the power of this being. But at the same time, you feel something broken about him. Like his power has been shattered. It's not like he's lost power. It's like his power is not whole. Like it's all still there, but it's not together in one piece. And he embraces you, and you feel hatred and anger and loathing. But at the same time, deeper than that, give me an insight check.
I'm not good at insight.
And roll at advantage because of the magical connection going on here.
Okay. 18.
Oberon is deeply sad. He is
As is the reason we are bonded.
He is very, very sad and alone. He has not. You get the sense that he has not had connection, like real, genuine connection, in thousands of years. He steps back, and he's not mortal, so reading his emotions on his expression is difficult. Like, he was just very awkwardly standing there and just kind of like wrapped his arms around you and then flexed. That was his hug, just like standing there, and he steps back, and his eyes, like the color, like there's no expressional change on his face, but the color of his eyes shift a little bit. And he turns and walks over to one of the trees and touches it and says, "Your power can do much more than just protect you. It creates bark, and you can mimic the bark of any tree you have encountered before."
Samantha holds out her hand.
He pulls out some of the bark and sets it in your hand.
No, like she holds out her hand as bulk is summoned in her hand.
Cool. You pull bulk back into your hand. And he pulls off some of the bark of one of the trees and hands it to you.
And she kind of like casts bark skin as she touches it and says, "I just like this aesthetic."
You grab it and you cast it, and this thick, like gnarled oak bark comes over your skin, and you gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons, except for axes.
Except for axes, okay.
Yes. He says, and you have the ability to copy any of the trees you have encountered, so long as you have a piece of its bark on you.
She shifts. No.
Sorry. As long as you've encountered it before. So long as you've encountered a tree before, you can copy
her
bark.
eyes widen as she shifts to a red oak.
A red oak? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wrap
the trees of her homeland that her father farmed for years.
Yeah, you pull up this red oak, and as you do so, there are definitely like you feel a pool of things you felt before.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one, a powerful one you feel. It is a red oak as well.
She smiles for a second, and a glint of childness gets in her eye as she imagines the tree from the Colosseum.
Sorry, it was not a red oak, it was a silverwood. You pull it up, and spells that you cast deal 1 additional damage. Additionally, you may roll on the wild magic table. You roll for a wild magic surge every time you cast a spell while you are wearing that arm, while you have that particular bark skin cast. The way this works
is bulk's wood change as I change the color?
Yeah, bulk's wood kind of changes a little, but it stays this really lightweight wood.
Yeah.
It's like the color changes though.
Yeah.
So like you turn to this silver wood and it's like this kind of white streaking little thing, almost like, have you ever seen trees just after like a rain and then it froze immediately, and that kind of like surreal look that the trees get to them, that like almost like there's an echo beside them?
Mm-hmm.
That's what silverwood looks like, and bulk takes on that kind of feel to it. But spells that you cast deal an additional 1 damage of the spell's type when you cast them. And the wild magic stuff. Those are the 2 that you have so far. Oberon looks at you and says, "Go on back." And he walks over to you, places his hand on your shoulder. And again, like there's no like expressional change, but his eyes like go a little brighter color. And you begin to rise upward, and you come up to the top of the surface of the water, and you're standing on the water.
You could probably
if Liza and Libby is watching, I mean, she came out of the Leviathan armor, so there's nothing underneath that.
Uh-huh.
So she comes back up and all of a sudden she casts bark skin on this realm as she becomes the silver wood with the cherry blossoms.
Cool.
And then it shifts to the redwood, and then to the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
And then she grabs Bulk and turns around with a smile and says, "May he rest in pieces."
And I think that's probably where we're gonna end tonight, y'all. As you hear footsteps approaching.
Do we get our things too on a long rest?